Hey class, today we're going to go over inscribed angles, and they were covered a little bit in our last lesson. So an inscribed angle is an angle with its vertex on the circle. See how its vertex B is right, point B is right there on that circle. So it's vertex on the circle, and it has two sides that are chords, and those chords are chord BA and chord BC. Just to review what an inscribed angle is and what an intercepted arc is. An intercepted arc is the arc that lies between the end points of an inscribed angle. So this right here, do we see how this piece is the arc that lies between the end points of inscribed angle ABC? Point A and point C are the endpoints of inscribed angle ABC, and the intercepted arc is arc AC, and that's written like that. Now we're going to talk about the measure of inscribed angles and their intercepted arcs. The measure of the inscribed angle is which is this right here, angle ABC, is equal to half the measure of its intercepted arc, which is arc AC. So let's think about this. The way to write that would be 1/2 the measure of arc AC. So if we're given that arc AC is, let's say, 65, no, let's call it 60 degrees, then this, the measure of its inscribed angle, is half of 60, which is 30 degrees. Now, we've gone over central angles before. Inscribed angles are a little different. Central angles, when you're given a central angle where the vertex is at the center of the circle, let's say this angle is 45 degrees. Angle APC is going to be congruent to the measure of the intercepted arc AC. So this arc is going to be 45 degrees when you're dealing with a central angle. It's different when you're dealing with an inscribed angle. In this case, angle ABC, let's say that was 20 degrees. That's going to be half the measure of its intercepted arc. So the intercepted arc would have to be 40 degrees. Different. Now, when we're talking about intercepting a diameter, if an inscribed angle, here's an inscribed angle, angle BAC, right? If it intercepts a diameter, notice how on the endpoints of the inscribed angle, it intercepts a diameter right here, which goes through the center of the circle. If it intercepts a diameter, then this angle BAC must be a right angle. And it must equal 90 degrees. Now that makes sense because whenever you have a diameter, we know that we're talking about half of a circle. So this piece, angle BAC's intercepted arc, is going to be 180 degrees because it's half a circle. Now, this inscribed angle is half of its intercepted arc, so it must be 90 degrees or a right angle. Now we're going to review overlapping arcs. If two inscribed angles intercept the same arc, then the angles are congruent. And let's see how that looks. So, if we have an angle that looks like this, which could be A, C, D, and then we know that its intercepted arc